Here we are at the Dover International Speedway for the running of the Goody's 300, the next race here in the Target Series. On pole is a junior motorsports driver, Isaac Nichols. To his outside, another junior motorsports driver, Eli Bright. Then 30th, Tim Randolph. 4th, Alex Stewart. Ranking at the top 5 is Gatlin Downey. Then Luke Rainey in 6th. 7th is Jim Gambit. 8th is Jay Jefferson. 9th, Jonathan Beefer. Rounding out the top 10, Juan Garcia. And for the rest of the field, we got Levi Schoens to his outside, Adam McDowell. Then Justin Zeidel and Patrick Smith. Colton Young and points leader Joe Jefferson. Then James McCurligan and Roland Emmerich. Justin Neath and Jennifer Buford. Then Jason Larker and Joe Sandrovich. Max Harrison and Jeff Bright. And Jose Fernandez and Marco Chapez. Roland Cook and Jonathan Rains. Then Jake Galloway and Wyatt Walker. Christian Parker and then Cole Luigi. Michael Sanders and Hunter Powers. Then you got TJ Hanley and Steve Larker. John Gambit and Marcus Sachi. John West and Alexander Rowe. Then rounding out the field, Michael Ferris in the 18, Steve Morgan in the 99 on the final row. That's your 4-car field here at the Dover International Speedway. Let's go down trackside and get the command.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
All right, boys, pace and rhythm all day today. Driver's department, crew chief, pit crew. Pace and rhythm all day, that's all we need.
As 42 cars roll off the starting grid here at Dover, the Monster Mile, Concrete Canyon. Who's going to get to victory lane after 45 laps? The pace car to pit road. A Junior Motorsports front row, Nichols on the pole. Eli Bright to the outside as they come off of 4. Research zone just directly off turn number 4. We're getting set to go green. Green flag in the air. We're racing at Dover. Down the backstretch, 2 cars pull away. Nichols and Randolph. 1-2 as they hit 3 and 4 for the first time here today. The battles for third. Alex Stewart moves to the bottom. He'll grab it. They come off of 4. Lap 1. Gonna be led from the pole. Isaac Nichols in the 7 car. Alex Stewart will grab the 3rd position from Eli Bright. Gatlin Downey going for 4th. Jim Gambit, the 31, trying to crack his way into the top 5. Points there, Joe Jefferson put to the middle lane, number 30. There's the 4 underneath him, the 5. The 2 is right behind him. Looks like they keep that 3 wide calm for now. Eli Bright really falling back in the outside lanes. Now he's going to have a car in front of him. Gatlin Downey on the outside as Jim Gambit moves to the inside for 4th. Gambit did not have enough of a run. He's going to grab the 5th position, though, through 3 and 4. But here comes the 28th, Jonathan Buford making a move to the bomb. Gambit and he make contact. They're still heading into turn number 1. And there is a wreck. The 04 slides. The 14 as well. Yellow number 1. They're racing back. Nichols from the pole with the race lead. The battles for 2nd. Tim Randolph and Alex Stewart. Going to be balanced side by side to get to the stripe in the 2nd position. Stewart will grab 2nd. Randolph kicked back to 3rd. Yellow comes out early in this race as they were battling 3 wide at the back of the pack. And it looked like Max Harrison, the 04 car, involved as he goes around. Ooh. It's not good. These guys have to get it. There we go. They're going to get it sorted out. So let's see what happened to bring out caution number 1, Max Harrison, the 04, the one that went around. 3 wide off the corner in the back of the pack. Hunter Powers in the 14 kind of goes up the track into the 41, Marco Chapez. They're actually 4 wide. They make contact right there, the 04 into the 41, spins him down to Hunter Powers. Powers does a great job of saving it, gets some damage right there. Max Harrison gets some damage as well, but those guys did a pretty good job of getting on the brakes and no one else hitting the 04 or the 14. So great job by all those drivers to miss that one. Let's look at this in real time. And back in front, it was the 7 of Isaac Nichols who started on pole. He'll also lead us back to the green flag. Coming back around lap number 9, the only car out is the 82 of Alexander Rowe. He had a tire issue, nothing to do with that crash. Isaac Nichols in the 7 still out front. 2nd is Alex Stewart. 3rd, Tim Randolph. 4th, Gatlin Downey. 5th, Jonathan Buford. Then Levi Schoens up to 6th. Jim Gambit to 7th. Eli Bright kicked back to 8th. Patrick Smith 9th. And Luke Rainey rounds out the top 10. Into the restart zone they come. Isaac Nichols with the race lead. Alex Stewart behind him in 2nd. They come down the front stretch. We're back racing with the green flag. Pretty good restart there for the 7 car to keep ahead of the 39 for now as they race off into turn 1. Race down the backstretch. Single file all the way back. A big train. Alex Stewart for the race lead down the backstretch. Into 3. Side by side with the 7. Gets tight down low. They're 3 wide for 3rd behind. They come off of 4. Side by side still. Contact between the 28 and the 52. Still rubbing entering turn number 1. And they're still side by side for the race leads to hit 1 and 2. Alex Stewart has the position down low. He has the lane. Down the backstretch. They're still side by side for the race lead. 39 and nose ahead entering turn 3. Buford come with the huge run. He drives to the inside lane. 05 and Tim ran halfway up the track. Alex Stewart clear the 7 car. New race leader at Dover. It is the 39 of Alex Stewart. But don't count John Buford. He's up there in points. He has a fast hot rod today. He moves to 2nd. Nichols kicked back to 3rd. Downey for 4th on Jim Gambit. How about Jonathan Buford? That car rotated so well through that corner. And now side by side down the front stretch. Oh! Juan Garcia down to the inside wall. Does he control the car and come up without hitting? He does. He comes up in front of the 4, but that could have been a big crash. They all save it for now as Jonathan Buford noses ahead of Alex Stewart entering 3 and 4. Jim Gambit now to 3rd and the 31. Eli Brighton, the 88, coming back. Buford trying to clear Alex Stewart. Off into 1 and 2 he does. Jonathan Buford out front now at Dover. Jim Gambit looks like he'll grab 2nd as they come down the backstretch. 31 car with a good run down the back. Eli Brighton, the 88, trying to get up into the top 5. He's right now 5th. Excuse me, he's 4th, looking for 3rd. There might be 4 wide. This could be trouble. Levi Schoen's down low. Tim Ranoff also down there. Gatlin Downey, Isaac Nichols up top. The battle's still for 3rd up ahead. Eli Bright trying to get by Alex Stewart. Right with a good run running 3 and 4 right here. But Alex Stewart has the high lane trying to get that run off the top. Once again, just a nose ahead for the 88 car. Can't quite clear the 39 for now, but this time he has... Yes, he's clear. He can move up. 88 car to 3rd. One of his last Target Series victories actually came at Dover. And when he won, it actually propelled him to a few more victories. That season as Gatlin Downey sideways. He's going to get spun by Roland Emmerich into the pack. Gets the 09, the 16. Right. I believe it's only a 3-car crash. The field somehow made it through. Yellow comes out for a 3-car collision. And look at Jim Gambit bound with Jonathan Buford back to the stripe. Buford gets ahead of Gambit at the stripe. Gatlin Downey in the 52, spun around by Roland Emmerich and collects Patrick Smith in the process. Caution number 2. Let's see how this started. 3 wide off of 4 is a very, very interesting situation as cars get very, very tight off the corner. You need room. Emmerich goes up into Downey. They're sideways, and then right there, Emmerich clips the 52 once again, spins Downey hard to the inside wall, then gets Emmerich. Emmerich comes up, gets the 09 Patrick Smith, who has nowhere to go. Right there, Adam McDowell might have gotten some damage. Jeff Bright gets into the 16. Somehow all those guys save it and let off. The 81, I believe that was Wyatt Walker, is completely sideways on the apron as he was getting through it. Great job by that whole pack to be able to miss it. Your points there, Joe Jefferson was in that pack. Adam McDowell right there gets some damage. Jeff Bright gets damage right there. But look at Joe Jefferson and some others come flying in there, and they are able to miss it sideways on the apron. Jonathan Buford led them back to the stripe. He'll also lead us back to the green flag. Coming back green with 25 laps to go at the Monster Mile. Cars out because of that Roland Emmerich, the 09 Patrick Smith, and Justin Zidell had a header issue under this caution flag, so he'll be out of the race. We will have 38 cars on the racetrack, 37 on the lead lap. The 52 Gatlin Downey still on the track, but he has a ton of damage, and he's a lap down. Out front is the 28 of Jonathan Buford. 2nd is Jim Gambit. Eli Bright's back up to 3rd. Alex Stewart 4th, and Levi Schoen's has his way into the top 5. They got Isaac Nichols in 6th. Tim Ranoff is 7th. Justin Heath 8th. Jay Jefferson 9th. And Luke Rain rounds out the top 10 year points leader. Joe Jefferson is up to the 12th position at number 30 car. So pace car to pit road. Buford with the race lead. Jim Gambit in 2nd. Eli Bright trying to get a Target Series victory once again in 3rd. They come down the front stretch. Green flag back out. Gambit with a pretty good restart. He's onto the back bumper of the 28 entering turn number 1. 88 of Eli Bright, 39 of Alex Stewart did not get good restarts. But Jim Gambit with the runoff of 2 on the 28 car down the backstretch. Gambit a little tight up the track. Eli Bright is closing on the front two. They race off a 4. Gambit with a big run off the corner. He pulls low at the end of the straightaway. And now they're side by side. Jonathan Beefer at the track. Jim Gambit down low, the 31 car. Down the backstretch, trying to clear. He has the drafting up from the 88 of Eli Bright. Bright all but pushing the 31 down towards turn 3. Jim Gambit clears off a 4, but can he hold it down there? Yes! Jim Gambit now to the race lead. Eli Bright, Jonathan Beefer now side by side for that second position. Move the 88 down to the bottom lane. Trying to grab the second position. Levi Schultz might make it 3 wide. The 15 car with a run. Rubbing with the 88 and the 28. Jonathan Beefer at the run off the top should be able to clear right there. 28 car keeps second. Eli Bright, the 88 down low, struggling. Levi Schultz had to go to the top side. Eli will keep third. And now can Beefer run down Jim Gambit, make it another battle. He has a run onto that 31 car. Coming to 21 laps to go. Buford using a little bit of a higher lane, trying to get the run down the straightaway. I believe it helped him just a little bit right there. He did close in just a little bit. Last lap was a little bit faster than Jim Gambit's. And he has a run. That 28 car's coming. Come around to see 20 laps to go this time. Buford, that car, a lot better than Jim Gambit's as of now. But will it be like that for 20 more laps? Or will he just wear the tires off the car? Down the backstretch. Got some battles back there in that big pack. Jonathan Beeford closing in, using another higher lane, trying to get a run. He's all over the 31. They do have the 52 Gatlin Downey ahead, who's very slow. Watch for him. Now they're nose to tail down the backstretch. 28 car onto the 31. They've left the 88 behind. Eli Bright just looking and waiting, maybe hoping for a caution flag. They are catching the 52 Gatlin Downey as they race off into 1 and 2. Buford to the high lane. Gambit keeps low, pulls away from the 28. High lane did not work that time. Catching Gatlin Downey down the straightaway. Jim Gambit moves to the inside. Almost contact with the 52. Had to let off. Jonathan Buford will close in. Buford moves around the 52. Eli Bright pulls low, but he's lost some time there off of the corner. Levi Jones will grab the 4th position. Alex Stewart kicked back to 5th in that. Buford using a lower lane that time, and it worked for him down the back. He closes in. He spins Gatlin Downey to the inside wall. Downey hits hard, coming up the track. Oh, they're still wrecking it. 3 and 4. That's the big one. Juan Garcia, Michael Ferris, Michael Sanders, Steve Morgan, James DeCurligan, Christian Parker, and we have another caution flag with 16 laps to go. The lead lap car spins the lap car. Gatlin Downey was spun around by Justin Heath. The 52 had a pretty hard lick into the inside wall, and it causes the big one in 3 and 4. Wow, what a crash. Let's go look at it again. So Gatlin Downey, the outside, is actually letting the leaders go. He wasn't really causing any trouble right there. He was doing a great job getting out of the way. And Heath kind of uses as much racetrack as he could, gets into the 52 and spins him down towards the inside wall. And right there, look at this hit for the 52. Ouch. Up off the ground, bucking. And then the 23, Justin Heath, spins around trying to control the car. He does do a great job. Then he comes back up on the track, gets Adam McDowell, and then right there spins around Steve Morgan. Wow, what a hard hit that was. Garcia, Ferris, DeCurligan, Sanders, Powers. There's Galloway, Parker. What a mess. Wow. That was a hard hit to the inside for both the 52 and the 23. And the 23 got another hard hit as he came back at the track. Look at that 52 hard up off the ground. Joe Jefferson, your points there, goes around the outside, misses. Hard crash right there. Takes the breath out of you. See him make contact. They're sideways. Right there, spun to the inside wall. And then coming back up the track right here. Look at the 66 take evasive action, knowing that was not going to happen. And that was not going to work out. My, oh my. This is really going to change the complexity of this race. It was a 2-horse race before then. Now it's going to bring the 88, 15, 39 all back up into it. Nichols as well in the 7 car. You have to know if you're like the 1 or the 32. You're like, oh my gosh, please don't come up the track if you're the 52. Man. So back in front, the 31 of Jim Gambit leading. He has to restart this race out front with some hungry drivers behind him. Can he hold them off? Field is coming down the backstretch. We'll restart lap 34. It'll be just over 10 laps to go, 12 to go. From that crash, Steve Morgan is out in the 9-9, Juan Garcia, and James McCurrigan. That's all that's out, surprisingly, after that huge crash. Gatling Down is still 3 laps down behind the racetrack. Michael Sanders is 1 lap down in the 34th position. We'll have 33 cars on the lead lap, a lot of them with damage. Jim Gambit out front, Jonathan Beeford 2nd, Eli Bright 3rd, Levi Schoen's 4th, Alex Stewart 5th, then Isaac Nicholson 6th, Jason Larker 7th, Luke Rainey 8th, Cole Luigi 9th, and Tim Ranoff rounding out the top 10. Your points there, Joe Jefferson just outside the top 10 in 13th. So here they come. Restart 12 to go. Jim Gambit out front of the 31. They come into the restart zone. Gambit steps on the gas. We're back racing, green flag. Some wheel spin there back in the pack. The 28 also had some wheel spin. Keeps with the 31 though. They hit 1 and 2. Eli Bright with a better restart that time. He stays with the front 2 down the backstretch. He'll look low in the 28 airing 3 and 4. Doesn't have a run. He just peaked low though. Jonathan Buford rotating the car through 3 and 4. Gets beside the 31 down the front stretch. A little contact there. Off into 1 and 2, still side by side. Buford will clear. Eli Bright in the 88. Battles with Jim Gambit down the backstretch. That's for the 2nd position. Remember last time Eli was on the bottom, he could not complete the pass. Can he do it this time through 3 and 4? He inches ahead as they race off into 1 and 2, 10 laps to go. Eli Bright, the 88. Down the backstretch. Down low. Jim Gambit still up top. They race off into 3 and 4. Alex Stewart moves to the bottom lane now. Eli slides up, trying to take that 31's lane away. Alex Stewart coming low in the 39. Now we got 9 laps to go. They're still side by side for 2nd. Eli will clear down the backstretch. Alex Stewart is now 3rd. Jonathan Buford up the track through 3 and 4. Eli Bright trying to close in. We've got now 8 laps to go. Eli driving the wheels off that car. He's closing on the 28 as they come down the backstretch. A huge gain that time through 1 and 2. Jim Gambit making the outside work for now as Alex Stewart cannot make a run down there. Jim Gambit might be able to clear. Off of the corner. Not much time left for Eli Bright. Just 7 laps to go. His last lap was over a 10th faster. The gap just under 3/10 as they come down the backstretch. Oh, around goes the 22. This will cause a caution and a restart. Jose Fernandez spun on the backstretch. Buford back in front. Eli Bright 2nd and Jim Gambit in 3rd. And this will change everything. Eli was not going to be gaining. He lost ground that last time. And now it's going to be about 2 laps to go for this restart. And it's going to change everything. Jay Jefferson, TJ Hanley have damage. Michael Ferris is on pit road. Fernandez was the one spot on the backstretch. Let's go check. Jeff Bright is damaged as well. Let's go check out what happened. Big crash down the backstretch. Fernandez down bottom 3 wide. He has the Jeffersons up top. And from the looks of it, Jeff Bright kind of washed up into the 1, spun him. Jay Jefferson then goes up and gets the 81 Walker. And then that really causes the big one. Oh, Jeff Bright rode off the 44 of Hanley. Marco Chapez also involved. There's Jeff and Jay getting into it. Michael Ferris is going to come around the outside. Oh, yeah, he nails TJ hard. Hanley down across the track. What a mess that was. Jake Galway goes and hits his teammate. Jay Jefferson up off the ground again. Look at this in real time. Yeah, I believe that the 5 of Jeff Bright kind of washed up off the bottom and just clipped the 1 car right there. And right here, look at the 5 up across the 44's nose. My. What a mess. Oh, yeah, that's where Ferris just came sliding in after hitting the 44. Another crash down the backstretch. Another big one. Jeff Bright on his side. Hits the 1. Oh, there's where the 18 hit the 44 hard. One more angle. And then we'll go on board with a few drivers. 33 did a pretty good job of just getting a little bit of damage in that. Wow. Let's go on board Jeff Brent, the 5. He has a pretty heavily damaged car after this crash. Oh. Oh, right there, yeah, he got hit by, I believe, the 18 and to the 16. So this is going to change everything. Jonathan Buford had them covered, but now he's got to have them on his tailgate for this restart. It's going to be about 2 laps to go when we get green. The biggest restart of the day for Jonathan Buford, for Eli Bright, for Jim Gambit. It'll be 2 laps to go when we get the green flag from that crash. I don't know who, I believe the 18 was the first one out from that crash. Then TJ Hanley, Jay Jefferson, and Jeff Bright. We'll have 29 cars on the lead lap, and it's going to be 28. As Alex Stewart from the 4th position. He had a shot to win, and now his car up in smoke. He will not have a shot here today. Jonathan Buford trying to haul off Eli Bright, who is 2nd. Jim Gambit is now 3rd. Levi Shillings will be up to 4th, and Jason Larko will be 5th. Then Cole Luigi in 6th. Isaac Nichols 7th. Luke Green is now 8th. 9th, Colton Yo. 10th will be John Gambit. Points leader Joe Jefferson has fallen back a little bit to the 15th position as Alex Stewart blown up from the 4th position. This will change everything on the restart. Pace car to pit road. Final restart. 2 to go. Can Buford fire off? Can Eli Bright get a good enough restart to stay with them? We're about to find out. Off of 4, entering the restart zone. Stepping on the gas. Green flag back out. Final restart of the Goodies 300. Eli stays with Buford. He had a pretty good restart. To the back bumper of the 28, down the back stretch. He's peaking low once again. He did this last time. Through 3 and 4. They'll come and see the white flag, but they might battle for 2nd. Jim Gambit has a run. They're 3 wide behind. White flag one more time around Dover. Eli's cleared, but does he have enough for a run to get to the 28 Buford? They're sliding up back there, down the back stretch for the final time for Jonathan Buford. One more set of corners. Buford will hold off Eli Bright. They come off of 4. Jonathan Buford in the 28 will win at Dover. And you think maybe if the 88 did not mess up 3 and 4 coming to the white flag, he would have had a shot. He left the 31 underneath him. He had to slow. And that's what allowed Jonathan Buford to get away and win the Goodies 300. And he might get to the points now. He's up there in points. Let's now go check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results in the Goodies 300 at Dover. There were 4 caution flags for 16 laps, a pretty wild race, and 4 lead changes among 4 different drivers. Jonathan Buford ends up in victory lane, leading 21 of the 45 laps and winning. Eli Bright ends up 2nd, right where he started. He tried to chase down the 28 at the end, couldn't get it done. Jim Gambit ends up 3rd, Levi Shillings 4th, and Jason Larker 5th. Then Cole Luigi in 6th. 7th was Luke Rainey, your pole sitter. Isaac Nichols ends up 8th after leading the first 9 laps. Colton Yo in 9th, and John Gambit rang out the top 10. So there's your top 20. Joe Jefferson, your points there coming into the day. A pretty race. He was never up towards the front. He ends up 16th. He does keep the points lead, but Jonathan Buford, with that win, does close in to within a few points. 21st to 40th, Alex Stewart led 2 laps. A gearbox issue keeps him out of the running for the win at the end. 28 cars finished on the lead lap. A lot of the rest down here involved in some pretty nasty crashes. Let's now go look at the point standings. Here are points after Dover. Joe Jefferson keeps the points lead by only 16 points over Jonathan Buford, who just won this race. He's 2nd. Jennifer Buford is 3rd, so the Buford's having a great season so far. Jim Gambit is 4th, and Cole Luigi is 5th. They got Marcus Chapez in 6th, Marcus Sachi 7th, Joe Sandroge is 8th, Steve Morgan 9th, and Eli Bright moves up to the top 10 with a great result. So there's your top 20. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 winners inside the top 20. A lot of the winners not having great seasons, and this could really open up the door for people in on points, like Joe Jefferson leading the points. He would already get in, even though he is your points leader, so he would get in. But Cole Luigi, 5th, without a win in points, can play big dividends if some of these winners do not get up there. Alexander with 2 wins, 28th in points. He's just above the cut line. Also above the cut line, Tim Randolph and Justin Heath, but they're barely above the cut line. Remember, cut line is top 30 in points. Down below it is the 6 of Justin Zeidel. He's 34th in points. On the cut line, Michael Sanders. He has it by 1 point over Max Anderson. Jake Galloway, TJ Hanley, Justin Zeidel, Steve Larker, all within a few points as well. Of course, Hunter Powers probably not going to have a shot to make the chase. So the next race will be at New Jersey as we continue to the Northeast Swing, the Lenovo 250. See you guys then.